Okay, so this is game 3 of the best of 3. This is Rogue versus C9. Lijiang Tower. Looks like it's the this map's called. This isn't Night Market. This is what's the name of this map, guys? Help me. It's not Night Market and it's not Control Center. It's the other one. Garden. It's the Garden. I did it. Okay, so this is Lijiang Garden. C9's gonna run. Guys. Again, please, guys. This messes up my brain so much, guys. Help me here. Look at this. Sad face. I just look at this and I look at this and it's so confusing. Maybe that's why the casters never do it. So Cloud9's running Surefour on Tracer, Reaver on Reaper, Kai on his Zarya, Debet on his Winston. This is probably when they're at their strongest. I think Debet's probably one of the best Winstons. It's hard to run Winston though. I mean, both teams are running them, I guess. Surprised neither of them are opting for a D.Va. D.Va's a little bit better, I think, in my opinion, on Koth. Just because D.Va ult is like a good way to deter people off points, and like there's a lot of stuff you can do. But they're running mirror matchups, and it's just gonna come down to timings, positioning, and like DM. And like I think that's one of the. I think that kind of favors Rogue. Just in deathmatch. Reaver was such a good tracer though. I feel like they're giving Surefour too much room here. Like some teams wind up in this position where like they think someone's better at a class, but like Reaver is good at this game. Making him like play Reaper might not be the best. I don't know. I'm not sure what the internal conversations are like on the C9 side.
Are going to be giving up a map just because you're so bad on one map. That's really rough. You do not want to give up that free map every time. But on Lijiang, as you said, they're a strong.
Are they saying their C9's bad? Like this, there's no teams that are bad at maps. It's just bad at playing things well. I don't know.
They're just very strong mechanically, and they're good at shot calling down those targets and picking them off.
I mean, Winston's just good because he delays. If you win a fight with a Winston, you can like slow down pushes, and especially on this map, you can like push people into the pit. The bubble's always good.
I should say Winston in this old meta, but of course
yeah,
has proven to be such a goddamn great, amazing Zarya. So
Winston Zarya is really strong, and Zarya Reaper is very good. This is just gonna come down to spam. I don't know why they're showing the hero that sits in the back's point of view, but this is just deathmatch right here. Teams are just saying, all right, we're gonna fight, man. Let's go. Surefour is untouched right here. Ooh, that was lucky. He gets the Zenyatta. At this point, like C9 is in such a good spot. They just need to not die. Guys. Surprised that they didn't just push up on the bridge. Okay. They got split up there. They didn't need to split up there. They got like 2 or 3 free kills. They should have pushed up as a team or all stay on the point as a team. You don't really want, if you're playing Koth, you generally don't want to split. Or like your team needs to like have a plan at the same time. So like if their whole team had just fought in the open area, they probably could have killed AKM just because they had numbers advantage. But like they put half their team on the point and like half of them in the open area, and then they just wind up losing. I think that's just a mistake from C9. Like they had that point won pretty easily too. And getting control is like super good on Koth. Like it's very hard to retake points in Koth maps. Like there's so many reasons why, and you have to fight on the point. First of all, your team has to be on the point at all. Like someone has to be on the point at all times to cap. So like that just forces you generally to be in a worse position because like the cap's not the most advantageous position in the game. Like you'd rather be fighting out in the open or like closer to a more accessible choke, like somewhere where you can back up, but there's like no health packs on the point. So like by forcing a team onto the point, it like kind of forces their hand and makes fights a lot harder. Like they're gonna have to get a pick before they can take the push. Consistently putting in damage, and at the same time it's Koth, so like a good sticky bomb can win you a fight. Like a lot of tracer play can win you the fight.
Very impressed with AKM.
right, the first ultimates are going to be up here in just a second, but that's a bit of an overextension there by Tibet. He went down in a split second there. It's going to be ultimates.
I wouldn't say that was an overextension. People thought that he was like diving for no reason there. He opened up the map for Surefour. I think the hidden jumping in there forced out the drop the beat because Surefour was probably going to get a kill. But Surefour and the bet probably should have went in at the same time on the same target.
And another sound barrier will go down as well, but Cloud9 saved their sound barrier for a little bit later, so they should have, in theory.
The bet died like fast. Surefour died and then Revert wins. Like, I don't know. You have to be smart about this, guys. Like when you lose a fight, you just have to like realize that you lost the fight. Unless like as soon as the bet died, they had to get a kill or else the fight was over. Like immediately they had to get a kill. Now they just wasted both of the ults that can combo with the black hole that Kaikai's about to get.
Guys, what you just saw is Tibet jumping into his doom. He doesn't want to feed ultimate charge. Probably purposeful there.
Yeah, the crowd's a little too happy about that. I can see the bias in our European viewers already. Not appreciative of that. But
I don't think the McCree ult changes will affect the meta. I think McCree's still good.
It seems like AKM is getting his
Plus good.
onto Surefour.
Plus, so you just can't zone as easily now.
Almost always you're gonna get a kill.
Okay, Surefour is feigning on the right side while the rest.
Teams will do this too, where they think that their push went wrong because they attacked in the wrong direction. It's a lot harder to push from the white room on this map than it is from the bridge. Especially with a monkey. I guess the logic is that if they force Rogue to fight them with the black hole, on the point it's better, it's like easier for them to hit a black hole on the point if they can like force Rogue onto the point. So that might be the play here. But I don't think that they lost the last fight. But they can't really black hole here. They don't have the follow-up damage. But they black hole anyway. But what's the follow-up? Ooh. That was bad from Unko, actually. Unko should have been there immediately. Like, I can't up the quality of the match. This is literally, I just downloaded the VOD and it is. I think it was like 720p or not even, because the full size of the VOD wasn't. I'll show you what the regular resolution was. But this is as good as it gets, guys. It's not 1080p. It should be 1080p, but it's not. I downloaded the source. I downloaded it on source. Why? They capped, and then he like thinks he needs to make a play, but like that's so bad.
But it's his teammates that will pick up the first kills in that engagement, and this is already looking good for Rogue. They've used
him dying there lost in the fight. If they had a tracer here with ults, they could like control AKM a lot better.
Regardless of the fact that Grego did drop his sound barrier, so now both Lucios without a sound barrier for the next fight. Let's see about some other support.
I can't change the VOD quality. Sorry, fam.
Of course, have that tracer pulse bomb, and that pulse bomb is such a hit or miss ultimate. You can get one, you can get two, you can get none, or you can get five.
Yeah, and I feel like he's not going to get five without that Zarya ult. He should pull the trigger here now, though. I think if he can get a kill or two with it, yeah, you can always get it back before that Zarya ult comes in. I wouldn't hold on to it too much. He's going to let it go.
He's not doing a lot here.
He's the last one up.
They're very split.
To Veek, just giving it a pop in the back of the head, that melee.
They didn't take engagements well. You have to like, once you cap the point, you have to like force the team to come to you. You can't like what's the word? You can't like try to be over aggressive when you have the cap point, because like the onus isn't on you to fight. Like the onus is on them to like come to you and get the cap point from you. Like they have to take it. You can't like be in a position where you're just gonna give it up. Like it's a lot harder for you to win in that position. Koth just comes down to cycling your ults well and using them efficiently. And if you go down a player before a fight in a 5v6 deathmatch, especially when it's a DPS player, like playing down a DPS, if you lose Surefour or Reaver, your damage just like halves. Like Surefour and Reaver should be doing a bulk of the damage, probably like 30% each, if not more. And then suddenly like Kaikai is less efficient because he doesn't have anyone to bubble, like stuff like that. You can't die on Koth. Koth deaths are so bad.
They have to come together as a team because right now they are not playing.
Especially when you die alone.
Both teams with near identical team
And like I would like to see him play a little bit more aggressive because they have a McCree. They didn't have a McCree. Look at C9, dude. They're just plowing, and they did this last fight too, or last map too. Just wrecked them. C9's always been good at this map though, and it's hard for, I can't really commentate on what they just did because the camera was on TV while his team got rolled. I don't actually know what just happened. Know that Short4 and the bat got a lot done.
On that pulse bomb, which can almost guarantee another kill if it does attach itself to anybody.
Yeah, Reaver not able to
Reaver can't die there.
Sides from his team. Adam Sink, and that's going to be the first two kills easily gone the way of Rogue. You know, Short4 has been in the wings and is.
They have Kai and Short4 there here. I mean, drop the beat was good there because it saved them all. It stops the point, but Short4 is getting a little bit too cocky here. I don't know what the hell's. Kai is pounding, by the way, here. That drop the beat was good, though, because it gave them enough time to, I think, get the kill on the Zenyatta, and every second counts. As long as they can't cap, as long as someone's alive, the enemy team can't cap. So, like, that drop the beat saved them enough time that they could, like, hold the next... Or, like, that they could survive long enough for teammates to come back, and, like, maybe Short4 gets a kill. And Short4 did get a kill, so, like, that drop the beat with 100%. Green Force's ult is getting obliterated. They're just cycling ults really well here right now on C9. See, like, C9 just popped Transcendence to counter the fight from Rogue. Like, as long as Rogue has to constantly be fighting into ults that they can't really fight into, it's super good for C9. So, like, every time C9 gets an ult off, like, let's talk, I guess. Like, Winston ult can delay the point for a while. Lucio ult can delay the point for, like, super long. Black Hole delays the point because, like, you'll probably win the fight off the back of the Black Hole because neither teams run Reinhardt in meta. And normally teams don't run Tracer, so sticky bombs aren't as scary. But Black Hole plus Tracer Bomb will kill things through Transcendence. So it's not... Transcendence isn't as good against Black Hole when there's a Tracer in the game.
One of those good pushes, though, are going to get slammed down.
You dig.
And Short4's pulse bomb, I almost guarantee it. Will they play up? That's the question. Will they play the choke? I feel like the...
But if they push him right now and C9 black holes them, they should have enough time to get Grego result.
He gets it down. Will we see that pulse bomb? He gets two, actually, with the pulse bomb, and he's already...
There it is. There's the pulse bomb countering the Transcendence. Reaver still has his ult. No pressure from him. Running around. I don't know if they needed to drop the beat there, but I think it's because the point's at 96%, so any death is a big death. So it was probably a good drop the beat, actually. It just secures them life. These casters are asking if that drop the beat was worth it. It was 100% worth it. Like, they capped. They had 96%. That was... I don't... It confuses me sometimes. Just triggering because, like, there was, like, a huge argument today about, like, casters not knowing what they're talking about.
And they didn't change anything. They're not worried. I think they just need to focus on their team.
Every ult is like an insurance policy.
That they get the matchups that they need. And one of those matchups, Tracer on anything but that McCree. Basically, that's the most important thing. And then other than that, if you can ever get Reaver on those tanky heroes, like that Winston, like that Zarya, he's going to burn through them.
Didn't seem like he did all too much with Winston on that last point. And definitely on King of the Hill, you have to...
It's not that hard to spectate in this game, though, because, like, you should know who's going to ult, because you know who has ult. As long as you, like, spectate someone who has an ult that, like, wants to use it, you'll probably... Like, you'll probably cast, or you probably spectate pretty well.
Great choice at neglecting the enemy Tracer, but he's not going to be able to do the damage that Reaper can on the Cloud9 side.
Yeah, especially against tanks, so maybe that's...
The comps are still the same, though. Teams aren't really switching anything.
Actually going down, he's almost dead already.
The only difference is they're running Reaver, and they're running McCree. There's no McCree on C9. Short4 is pounding right now, by the way.
He actually drops it. It doesn't look like he's going to get much, but that's just a testament of how quickly these...
The fat Zarya. That was rough, actually. These matches come down to such small, like, mistakes. C9 is really committing to try to get this first cap point. I think that was a mistake, Transcendence. But if he had kept the bet alive, it would have been worth it, but he didn't keep the bet alive. So now they just wasted like 2 or 3 ults to try to hold that, and they didn't.
Okay, can I pop this and get to him in time? Because if you do, you're almost for sure gonna heal him up all the
The
way.
AKM played really well this entire day. I saw a few clips of him against Reunited.
Picking off reinforcements. What great play by Surefour.
Now Surefour still playing fantastically. The Rogue still has the ultimate advantage though. They could be able to weather this storm. And it looks like they're doing okay for now as long as they can.
Surefour's just going unchecked right here.
Someone turn on him. He's just zipping around. This guy is so hard to hit. He's got
He runs into the McCree.
But then suddenly AKM shows up.
for that flashbang to try.
He needs to get kills though. He's not getting enough kills. He's just like doing damage, but
that too.
That's exactly what
Reaver has such a hard job this game though, because like he's playing a Reaper into a McCree.
off the reinforcements and he picked up
He just has like a lot. It's a tall order for him to do anything.
far.
But like I said, like if you win the first fight on Koth, the odds of you losing are a lot slimmer. Like you want to win that first fight. That's why C9 dumped so many ults to try to hold it.
They are just not getting it done.
Yeah, Cloud9 has just had an ultimate disadvantage almost the entire time. It seems like
You wouldn't want anything more, I guess. It's just hard to run Reaper into McCree.
covered. Now they're running out of time.
Like you'd almost rather run McCree into McCree.
The only silver lining now is that Rogue has used every one of their ultimates. Nox close to a Lucio sound barrier for the next.
No, I'm not questioning his pick. I'm just saying it's hard for him. Like he's gonna have a hard time.
Last push.
Not a bad pick. Black Hole into Death Blossom is good. The Reaper's good, or Reaper's good. It's just hard to get a Death Blossom off when you have to wait for the McCree. Like if they can kill AKM, they should win every fight.
Able to use that.
And there we go. They kill AKM. They should be able to win this. AKM is their priority target. AKM is like the one thorn in their side that they can't afford to leave alone. Because like AKM can kill Surefour and AKM can kill Reaver. Like McCree counters both of them essentially.
Give you up because they
So whenever he's alive, they're gonna have a hard time.
They are far.
Is I guess what I'm trying to say.
Any kind of semblance of ultimate advantage, and of course you say Ben. Rogue doesn't have many either. Well, they'll have a couple in a little bit here, including the Zarya ultimate, which could be comboed with Tavik. I think that's what we need to look out for. Will Tavik be able to get that big pulse bomb?
Yeah, and I definitely think
Drop the
he
beat.
can.
Just gotta be aggressive with your ults when you're controlling the point.
She's not gonna get any ultimate at all. She's
The bet's so good at this class, dude. It's insane. Like, no, he got the punch off during that jump. It got so much more damage than they would have normally got. He like baited out.
punching box.
Got a 2-man, what's it called? 2-man
Enough is enough.
pounce. Like,
My fate.
he plays this hero so well. It's insane.
Try again, and Wynn's getting closer and closer to the gravitas.
If he could go back in time, he probably wouldn't have popped his ult and maybe died. But
Stacked to the teeth. Nox is the only one who won't have his ultimate, but no, Surefour found a way to get down.
before just spawn camp to wins.
Massive, because that gives
But
them
now Rogue has like all the ults in the world because C9 had to waste so many to get the cap point in the first place.
Ultimates to 0.
Wynn's died I think the last like 2 or 3 fights, so like
In a fight like this,
they're gonna have a hard time defending this.
the odds are stacked completely against them. Rogue have so many.
Guys. I don't even know what to say about this. Because like C9 was already probably gonna lose this fight because they were down like 5 ults, 6 to none. But like it was definitely high noon there, guys. Like I don't think it's ever been more high noon than it was right. Maybe they didn't hear it, like didn't react to it, but like that can't happen. Like can't let that happen. It's not their fault because it was just a really good play from Rogue. They jumped in with like the monkey and the Zenyatta at the same time, and then they just like forced this really chaotic fight in the garden. But like they got so split up there. There's nothing to talk about the market. That was just like that was the highest of the high noons.
AKM, wow, just going huge. 4 kills, and this is almost
But that was a set play from them, and it was really good. They just forced them all to take took the fight in the garden with the monkey and the Zenyatta, and it just forces them to scatter. And then while they're scattering from the Zenyatta and the monkey, like they just pop high noon over the top and they get a bunch of kills.
play of the game, right? Has to be play of the game. So, all right.
the casters aren't talking about that. They're talking about whether or not it was play of the game. But they don't even show play of the game. It's tilting me, guys. It's like look how good the camera quality is here. Like when you're looking at their faces, like the quality of the stream is actually pretty good. But then when it's on the game, like, oop. I don't know why.
Did a great job. That was a great position. I am so very impressed with AKM and Tavik both. Yeah. They are great DPS players.
But like saying like that was like AKM's like best play because he's a great DPS player. Like literally he just hit Q. Like it was a set play from their team that made that work.
Boosted out of the gates by Nox. So of course all of that helps and all of that is important. But Cloud9's got to be kicking themselves. It feels like they could have held their.
I mean, I'd be sweating on that stage, man.
So down and so out in terms of ultimates. They could have found.
All right, we'll pause here. They're running Genji, Tavik Genji instead of Lijiang. Did they just switch half their classes? Tavik was the Tracer before. AKM has been the McCree the entire time. They switched AKM to the Tracer. I guess because they felt like the Tracer was doing work. One of the best counters to Tracer is Tracer too. Like if you're if the enemy team has a Tracer and you play Tracer and your entire like existence is to just kill the enemy Tracer, you'll probably win. Like it's very hard to play like Tracer v Tracer comes down to just who's better at the matchup, and if you're better at the matchup, you'll win. You don't need to play McCree. Like a Tracer can kill a Tracer. The Tracer does counter a Tracer. But then they have them like they're purposefully running a Genji into a Monkey and a Zarya and a Tracer. Like 3 incredibly hard heroes for a Genji to kill. So it just seems like they switched it up, but I don't really agree with it. We'll see if it works out for them, but in my opinion, it's not a good switch to go Genji here. Like maybe they just have a strat or like a set playstyle that Tavik likes on this map, but I think it's going to be very hard for them to kill Surefour now. I think he just understands the matchups a lot better because he's Hub God. He just got bursted. I don't think they expected. I think that while Surefour was doing work, I think AKM was doing more work in the backline there.
Tracer, but couldn't carry his team hard enough, unfortunately. Hug.
Yeah, I think Taikai got 1 kill at the very beginning, but yeah, I really think
this point's probably one of the easier ones to fight from when you don't have the point because of how open the point is. That can't happen.
This battle is turning worse and worse as it goes down. 2 people, 3 going down.
AKM is just playing super safe. He's not like going too deep. He's just protecting his supports. So I mean, like his whole existence is to kill Surefour. AKM's got some fat aims from all that Quake.
Which is certainly not something I expected to be saying here in the first round of the tournament. Cloud9, of course, has been one of the strongest since day 1 in Overwatch, and they've been impressive as well recently. Beating teams like
really good. They're just using their ults proactively. Every time that you take a fight with your ults that C9 can't respond to correctly. Like what's AK? Who's gonna kill AKM here? Like nobody can kill AKM because neither team has a McCree and Surefour's not chasing him. Like Surefour needs to be on AKM's like all over him. I guess that I guess that's their logic here is that like C9 has nothing to deal with a Tracer. I mean they've been running Tracer the whole time, but if they don't have anything to deal with a Tracer, then they also don't have anything to deal with a Genji. So Genji is just good if you win the first fight. I think if they had lost the initial fight, it'd be a lot harder for them. But like, what are they gonna do against this? Sticky bomb off the back of the black hole. Transcendence didn't even matter. Tavik's just playing Tavik. He's just doing Tavik things. Losing the first fight on Koth is so brutal. I don't know who picked this map. Actually, I do know who picked this map. C9 picked this map. Right? C9 won the first map. So C9 picked this map, actually. The EU versus EU. And yeah, that's that. That's some Koth play for sure. I mean, it literally comes down to who captures the point first. It's very hard to retake. You have to bait out ults. You have to like take a fight that you know you're gonna lose on purpose. Like try to bait out ults from defense so you can like come in with ult advantage. Or if you let defense keep shoving your shit in, they just keep building their ults at the same time and it gets very, very, very hard.